Whether you're planning to buy a condo with a loan or with borrowed money, or you are processing the buying now, you must read my blood and tears story before making a decision. I bought a condo 3 years ago, and so far I have lost all my down payment of $80,000. I paid nearly $30,000 for the mortgage over the past 3 years, which was all in vain, a total of $110,000. Losing $110,000 may not be a big deal for the rich, but for ordinary people like us, it is a disaster of being drowned. I am 37 years old. Even if I work hard for another 10 years, can I earn $110,000? And now there are so many listings, and the houses will definitely become cheaper and cheaper, so I decided to sell mine with great pain. I would rather lose all my money than continue living in debt like this. Just last week, the condo I had been listing for 2 years was finally sold. The moment I signed the contract, I felt so relieved. I finally didn't have to worry about a monthly mortgage and stay awake all night. For decades, Chinese homeowners have viewed real estate as a reliable store of wealth. However, as China's economy continues to slump, the housing market continues to plummet, and many owners are facing mortgage pressure due to unemployment. House prices in Shanghai have dropped off a cliff, with some places falling by around 60%. Some top luxury homes have also suffered a setback, with prices being cut in half. In this episode, we'll talk about related topics, but before we do, we would like to invite you to subscribe. Your support is our greatest motivation and allows us to bring you more valuable content. Now, moving on. If you have a mortgage and your husband cannot go out to work, would you be anxious? It has been more than a week since my husband was laid off. Although he's been looking for a job every day, he has not found one yet. This is not the scariest thing. The scariest thing is that we still have a mortgage and car loan, and we have 2 sons to raise. Every day you wake up with your eyes open, it will cost $40 without eating or drinking, and my salary of $420 is not enough at all to cover the expenses. When I think about these things, it's impossible not to be anxious, but anxiety cannot solve the problem. Life will never treat you well just because you're struggling. Everyone is suffering, and you can only save yourself. The price of houses in Shanghai has been cut in half. The housing price in Huiqiao has plummeted by about 60%. Investors have suffered heavy losses and left the market. The Shanghai dream of buying a house with a down payment of 30% has also been shattered. According to data, there are more than 3,200 houses on the market in Huiqiao, and the price has dropped from $2,000 per square meter to $1,500 now. Shanghai blogger Lily said that she saw the video and saw that there was a condo similar to hers for sale in their community, and the asking price was only $340,000. This surprised her, and she realized that her property had dropped by $70,000. My husband and I bought this unit with a loan in 2019. We spent $400,000 at the time plus $10,000 on finishing, so it cost us nearly $410,000 to move in. The condo is 110 square meters and has 3 bedrooms, 2 living rooms, and 2 bathrooms. We have been paying off our mortgage for less than 5 years and currently pay $830 per month in mortgage payments. Compared to when we bought the condo, the price has dropped by $70,000. I got sick in 2018, but after living in Shanghai for 10 years, I really wanted to have a home of my own. At the time, I scraped together $140,000 and could only choose a condo in a relatively remote area. When I went to see this unit for the first time, I was immediately attracted by the environment of the community. I have never seen such a good community and condo in Shanghai in all these years. I was determined to buy it at that time. My husband and I discussed it, and we borrowed some money from my parents, my sister, and my sister-in-law. We paid a down payment of $200,000 and had a loan of $180,000 for 30 years. Now it's been 5 years. Besides the $830 monthly mortgage, we didn't pay a penny of the principal, but the house's value has plummeted by $70,000. Now, many people say that we're being taken advantage of, but I think that since we need the living space for our own use, no matter whether the price goes up or down, we are not considering selling it for the time being. Blogger Bright Moon is a real estate agent in Shanghai. He believes that house prices will not increase in the future. House prices in most areas have fallen by more than 50%. Many owners are waiting for a rebound and an increase. They say that houses are like stocks which will rebound when they fall to a certain level. Will housing prices rebound? Will housing prices rise? I tell you all, no, definitely not. Many people say that the price is already very low. Why won't it go up? I tell you because there is too much inventory now. Coupled with the current marriage and birth rates, the overall economy is completely unable to cope. Young people are now afraid to buy houses, take out loans, and dare not have children. Many people's income is unstable, so they dare not buy a house at all. Friends, everyone says that the areas around Shanghai have suffered the worst drop, but there is a place in Shanghai that is even worse off than those around Shanghai. It's hard to believe it has plummeted by 60% this year. A condo purchased for $500,000 can now be sold for $200,000. The owners are almost numb for falling. It's the end of their lives. Some friends may have guessed it. Yes, it's Lingang. The decline in Lingang and the decline in the Shanghai area have the same cause. Both are too far from the city center of Shanghai, and real estate speculation has led to inflated prices. Many people in mainland China buy houses with loans. However, China's economy has been in decline in recent years, and many companies have laid off employees. If the owners lose their jobs, such families will have to bear the huge pressure of repaying their mortgage loans. I'm going to be unemployed, and the 28th of this month will be my last working day. Yesterday, I was still full of fighting spirit, saying I would work hard to make money and save money. But today, my boss summoned me for a talk. I didn't expect I would be laid off from my part-time job in a bakery. It's really true that a grain of sand in that era, when it falls on us ordinary people, becomes a mountain. When I got home after work today, I cooked some porridge. There was some rice left over from lunch, so I made some sausage, fried rice, and steamed some fish. My husband and I have been living in Shanghai for 9 years. Before I had a child, I worked in human resources at a company. A year after the child was born, no one helped me take care of the baby, so I was forced to resign and became a full-time mother for 3 years. It was not until last year that my mother-in-law was willing to come from her hometown to help us take care of the children. I then found a job in a bakery near my home in the first place, earning $3.50 per hour and making $600 a month. I originally thought that as long as I worked diligently, did my job efficiently, and left a good impression on my boss, my job would be stable. It was not until today when my boss told me to find another job that I realized that each of us is just a row of cost in an Excel sheet. The company can still exist even if we are deleted. We are not that important. After dinner, my mother-in-law cleaned the kitchen and I prepared a desk for the child. I had been planning to buy a new one, but now I'll just make do with this old one for now. The fixed expenses of $1,400 in monthly rent and mortgage are like a mountain. If I lose my job again, life indeed will be very hard, but I will not lose heart and will continue to look for a job. Maybe if you lose something in one place, you may gain something in another. This lady said that she was 28 years old and had just been laid off. This year marks her 7th year drifting in Shanghai and her 3rd year in the company, making her a veteran employee. Although I was mentally prepared when the company started laying off employees, I still found it hard to accept and felt very anxious when I was actually laid off. When the department director came to talk to me about layoffs, I couldn't control my emotions and couldn't hold back my tears. Although I know that the overall environment is not good and the company is facing difficulties, the current employment situation is also very severe, with a lot of unemployed people. I also worked diligently when I was employed. When my colleague found out that I was laid off, he went to the department director, but there was nothing he could do. Can a 28-year-old female internet worker still find a job after being laid off? Most of the resumes I sent out fell into the sea, and no response even after being reviewed. There are basically thousands of people competing for one position. I don't know what advantages I have to compete with others. My academic qualifications cannot compete with those from the top 30 or top 100 universities, and I am older than others. When night comes in the quiet, I get particularly anxious and can't sleep until midnight, not knowing what to do. In Shanghai, it costs money as soon as you open your eyes every morning, but if I return to my hometown, I don't know what to do. The pressure is really great.
北漂13年，今年38岁。
I have been drifting in Beijing for 13 years. I am 38 years old this year, and my monthly mortgage is $2,000. I just experienced layoffs in the internet industry. My wife is now pregnant with our 2nd child. This is my 70th day of being unemployed at home. I should be the real-life version of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds now. There can't be anything more realistic than mine. So now there is a problem in front of me. Now that I'm unemployed, should I continue to look for a professional job or find another way out? The first thing I do when I wake up every morning is to check Boss Recruitment to see if there are any new positions posted. I remember that when I lost my job, I signed up for a 2-month membership, and now there is about half a month left in the validity period. I just reviewed it. In the past month, I submitted my resume about 189 times, but got interviews less than 5 times. So it seems that finding a job is indeed very difficult now. I guess everyone can feel that. The other options available to me now are either delivering food, which is more free than being a company's employee, or you can drive a DD car, which is definitely freer than working for a company. Or you can be a security guard, which is definitely freer than delivering food or driving DD. But none of these 3 positive things can make as much money as getting a professional job, so I will probably continue looking for a job.
25岁失业半年后的
I am 25 years old now. How miserable is my life after being unemployed for half a year? After leaving my job at the end of last year, I joined a new company in March. After working for more than 20 days, the company disbanded the department due to team management issues, so I had to find a job again. After losing my job, I chose to come to Shanghai to live with my brother and see if I could find a suitable job here. Today happens to be my 7th day in Shanghai. I have been scheduling interviews and going to interviews these days, but the results have not been satisfactory. Some companies felt that I didn't have enough experience, while others seemed okay when we were talking, but nothing happened in the end. I didn't know where I went wrong, so I became more and more anxious every night. But difficulties are only temporary. Even if you are unemployed, you must live a good life. The weather is nice today, so I plan to go out for some fresh air. I came to Shanghai Riverside, walked slowly along the river, felt the river breeze, and looked at the high-rise buildings opposite. I felt really relaxed. When I was tired of walking around, I just sat by the river. It was really pleasant.
54岁，上海人，今年40岁。
I am from Shanghai. I am 40 years old this year. I have just been unemployed for 2 months, and now I am a full-time dad at home. To be honest, I was really anxious when I first lost my job. I kept sending out resumes but received no response. So, at that time, I decided since I had nothing to do anyway, I might as well shoot some videos and try to do the self-media. I have never heard of any age limit for working in self-media. There is no rule that says people over 35 cannot do it. At first, I took the photos myself without telling my family and just posted them casually. Later, my wife saw it and she supported me anyway. After my whole family knew about this, they all supported me, so this is actually quite important and enabled me to persevere. I have been doing this for 2 months now without realizing it, but I haven't achieved much. Up to now, I feel that my followers haven't increased very quickly and I haven't made any achievements. Most importantly, I feel my mentality has improved after working in self-media for 2 months. Now that you're here, taking care of the children and keeping the household running is actually also a job, right?
贷款183万买下
The old and dilapidated condo in Shanghai that we bought with a loan of $250,000 has plummeted by nearly $140,000. We agreed to the loan at the end of 2021 and started officially repaying the loan in early 2022. We have paid for 2 years and the principal and interest are $40,000, of which the principal is $18,000. We moved in after we bought and renovated the condo. We didn't pay much attention to the real estate information. Today, we suddenly saw a house sale sign posted by the real estate agent at the entrance of the community. We saw that there was a 66 square meter unit for sale in our community and the asking price was only $460,000. The property certificate area of our condo is 69 square meters. My husband and I bought it with a loan in 2021, spending $570,000 at the time, plus $30,000 for renovation, so it cost a total of $600,000 to move in. I currently have to pay a $1,700 mortgage every month, which means I have lost nearly $140,000 compared to when I bought the condo. In the year 2021, our Social Security had just completed a 5-year supply and our child was born. At that time, we really wanted to give him a home of his own. Although the condo is shabby, it can be okay after some renovation. It's close to the subway and there are many schools around. Now, 2 years have passed and the monthly mortgage is $1,700 and the interest alone has paid $20,000. In recent years, many wealthy people in Shanghai have immigrated overseas, so luxury homes have fallen out of demand, housing prices have plummeted or even been halved.
这套房子降价
The price of this penthouse has been reduced by 10 million. 10 million is just a price reduction. Let's do the math. Based on your current salary, how long will it take you to save up 10 million? The price of this penthouse is reduced by 10 million. The original price was 30 million, and now it's 20 million. The owner is so wealthy that he can offer a discount that is more than others can earn in a lifetime. Look at this large bay window. This is the view of the Huangpu River in the luxurious villa above Lujai's Way, 50 stories high and covering 1,200 square meters. Look at this magnificent finishing. Isn't this big chandelier very nice? The main thing is that it also has a large private luxury swimming pool. Look, there is a large terrace here, a private garden. It's so nice to have such a large terrace above Lujai's Way where you can plant flowers, vegetables, onions, and radishes. The wind from the Huangpu River was particularly strong today, and it messed up my hair. That's all for today. If you enjoy our content, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment, and share it with a friend. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time.